That's right. I've got a job for you if you're looking to keep busy. Here are the details.
Hey, that music never gets old, right? Welcome to another episode of Soul Talk, where we talk to our citizen emerging community featuring you all. This is episode 144 of Dispatch 323. And today I'm joined by my co-host, as usual, JadeStarwatcher. I'm calling you Starrunner today. You know why, right?
Yeah, I do. I absolutely do.
How are you doing, Jade?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing good. It's been a good week.
Good. How was your week?
Oh, it's been good. It's been good so far.
What have you been up to this week?
I've been like trying to go through my reading list, and I've done well. So yeah.
Been going through your Netflix list because I put out a movie that I wanted you to watch.
Oh, I need to do that. Yeah, I do.
All right,
I'll get back to you on that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, for this week, greetings, welcome to another episode. I didn't run into any fake trailers this week, thankfully. A bunch of Star Wars stuff, though, because, May the 4th is coming out, so can't escape Star Wars, but no fake trailers that I know of, at least none that I recognize. I did finish Bad Batch. Bad Batch ended yesterday, in fact. It ended about the way that I expected. I'm happy with it. No surprises or anything, but I am content. I thought it was a great series. The mobile game that I played, Nikkei Goddess of Victory, released a couple of more chapters last week, and I'm enjoying the new storyline. I picked up an overpowered character that helped me clear hard mode chapters in endless tower mode, so that's a good thing. I'm still the crazy uncle, but I changed my name back to fastcart FC, so that's about it for me.
Well, that's good to know.
Cool. Yeah, but you are JadeStarwatcher this week, so
I am more than happy after actually talking with the actress that played JadeStarwatcher. I am more than happy to be JadeStarwatcher for tonight.
Cool. All right, so I'm gonna do my thing, and then we can get on with the show. So let me see. Here we go. There are unknown forces that don't want us to realize what we are truly capable of. They don't want us to know the things that we suspect are extraordinary about ourselves are real. I believe that if anyone sees what just a few people can become when they wholly embrace their gift, others will awaken. Belief in oneself is contagious. We give each other permission to be heroes. We will awaken others. We will never awaken otherwise. Whoever these people are who don't want us to know about the truth, today they lose. No, close, Ninja Hobo, but it sounds like something Morpheus would say, but it's not Morpheus. It's not Morpheus. It's not Matrix. But I'll give you a hint. It's within 5 years. So 2019 anniversary. So when we drag people down, see what other people think. Yeah, drag people down. Hello. We're joined by Fist to Face, Pot Face, and Jiren. Welcome all.
Hey.
Oh, any guesses about? Go ahead.
I don't think it is, but I'm going to throw it out there. Independence Day.
No, that is okay.
No?
I said this is the 50th anniversary, so no.
Wait a minute. What
Alien?
anniversary?
Five.
Alien?
No,
No, he said 50th.
It's Glass.
Mhm.
Glass,
George?
2019. Glass. That's Samuel Jackson or Elijah talking about superhero.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
FC, can you
Superman.
stream in
Oh,
Discord?
okay. Yeah. Thank you for the reminder.
Ooh, sorry. Whoop. That's my
So.
idiotic mouth. Sorry.
Yeah, 5 years. Exactly, Danger Hobo. All right, so let's get on with the show. First up, I want to give a couple of shout outs, okay? So, hold on, let me scroll down real quick. Get my notes set together. Let's go over here, then go over here. I know we normally start off with a sneak peek, we'll get to that in a moment. But I want to give a shout out, a couple of shout outs. This is from Overclock, the interview. And our very own JadeStarwatcher, or JadeStarWatcher, that I'm calling her today, performed the interview with EE Studios, talking about the live action Overclock Origin episode. So that was pretty cool. So Jade, you want to tell us anything about that?
Yeah. So I'm sure most of the people watch our show are familiar with the Overclocked Machinima series, and if you haven't already, there is on Dust a Overclocked live action. So a lot of the scenes that you saw in the Machinima are remade with actual, live actors. And I interviewed a couple of them. The two leads, the lead and co-lead, Catherine, who played Ava, and Chadini, who played Jade. So it's really cool. That's on the EE Studios YouTube, and I will drop the link in for you.
I got a question for you, Jade.
Sure.
Is it hard to keep that smile for over 30 minutes?
It's very difficult, but it's okay. I mean, as long as you keep making those jokes, I'll be fine.
That was for you, Danger Hobo. And another shout out that I want to give is our very own Yo-Yo Meg. She was on a Space Tomato 2 podcast on Monday. So the title is called Why Play a Switch Genre for Star Citizen, featuring Yo-Yo Meg, launched through the podcast. And that was a pretty good podcast too. I don't know if Yo-Yo is going to come in and read us pretty soon, but I just give out a shout out again. So yeah, check those out when you get a chance. Not yet. Wait till after the show.
Yeah, it was really good. I watched it.
Yeah, it was really good. So congrats to you both. Y'all are blowing up over here.
Oh, we got to represent.
So this is the sneak peek. I'm gonna go to big screen for this. But yeah, this is called Get the Fire Extinguisher. So what are y'all thoughts?
Oh boy.
I guess
We know what that is. Just wait for fire gameplay, which means we all know engineering gameplay is there. So when they showed the engineering stuff back in the back, I don't know, I'm brain farting, but anyway, when they showed the engineering play, they showed you how the way you can section off parts of your ships, decompress it, let it, drop out the air, stuff like that, to extinguish the fire. So
Yep.
you got to probably think about it. That's coming in soon.
Soon TM.
Yeah.
Something else we got to worry about. You got to repair our ship now and put out fire when it catches on fire.
Hey, why not, right? Why not?
So, is anyone looking forward to this, or do you think this overcomplicates the game, or you're not looking forward to this?
No, I mean, we already knew it was coming, right? I mean, how can it be overcomplicated? To me.
Let me get back to you on that one.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, some people may just want a more simplified gaming experience, but
I mean, I
don't know if maybe overcomplicated is not the right word. Maybe complicated.
Let me not to prolong the subject too more, but let me ask you a question. Were these features displayed to you guys back in 2012 when you guys back?
2012, no. No.
Okay.
I think these were last 5 years?
Last
Maybe?
5 years? Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, so these were added. Okay,
Yeah. Definitely.
okay. All right. I mean, I can understand that then. All right.
Anyone
I mean,
else?
the game is, yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are forgetting with engineering, things are going to degrade, and of course, snap, crackle, pop, fuses are going to go kerplooey and explode. Anyone ever been around a fuse box when it goes out? Yeah. I'm thinking they're going to have different kinds depending on the fire. I wish we could zoom in to see if that's for electrical or, you know what I mean. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go.
Well, technically, Zeren,
Ask and you shall receive.
we don't have. Well, technically, Zeren, we don't have fuses anymore,
Oh, we don't.
right? Because we don't. We just got breakers.
We got breakers. Yeah.
Yeah. Cars.
Sorry, I was just curious.
Do cars still have fuses? I don't think
Cars
so.
have fuses. Cars have fuses in them, right?
Yeah, I don't know if this is like for electrical or just general. I think this is just general. I can't really tell.
Yeah, I know.
Are these in the PTU? Does anyone know?
Was the
Jade?
sneak peek, so it's probably not.
They are not yet in the PTU patch.
And I
Okay.
still do not. I'm just wondering where he's at. With the hard hat. If he's inside a building, that it, maybe there's a hidden reason. Like I said before,
That looks like a refinery in the background. Look at the flames on the right side. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
Could he be at a? He could be at a whatchamacallit.
I am so proud of you that you now know what a building is. I'm happy.
Oh wow!
Because you don't normally wear a hard hat unless it's in a construction zone because of falling. And
well, I mean that's in
wondering why
America.
would they
Maybe different
Yeah.
countries may have different rules.
Yeah, they may. It just makes me wonder where they are, where this particular person is.
So if you go to the Large
Okay.
Hadron Collider, you'll see people that are wearing hard hats, even though it's not under construction. It is definitely like a safety thing. So, yeah, just verifying what fastcart said.
What are they protecting themselves from the Large Hadron Collider that they got to wear a hard hat on it everywhere?
Because there's things that are suspended above you, and like if something were to fall or somebody were to drop, like if something were to fall or if they're doing maintenance on something, somebody drops a screwdriver, it's just
Okay.
It's a safety measure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that is the sneak peek. Get the fire extinguisher. So up next we have Star Citizen Live. So yes, I watched this. Anyone else watch this?
Yeah, we watched it.
What did you think?
Pretty cool,
I
man.
mean-
Yeah, Pops.
No, good.
I mean, it's pretty cool. Talked about basically the UI stuff, kind of stuff we kind of already heard about it. It was pretty cool. Good talk. Yeah, Pops.
No, it's just a reminder that what we've had before was a placeholder. The Flash Mobi glass that we had was a placeholder, and we're going to be receiving a lot of things. Maybe stage 1 or whatever they are, but we're going to start receiving things that aren't placeholders anymore. Which is good, and it's moving in the direction that it should be.
Darren, do you have anything to say about Star Citizen Live?
Yes, actually, they answered one of my questions and probably a few others about, accessibility for color blindness and people who have visual problems. I was concerned with the UI being specific colors. Certain people would have difficulties making heads or tails of certain, UI things, and they were very kind enough to answer that and say they are working on it. So that is wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have an
No
uncle
option.
who's actually colorblind, so that's kind of a personal fight for them.
Right. I mean, more options are always good. All right.
Sorry, wasn't trying to steal it.
No problem. Jade, how about you?
Yeah, I watched it.
What'd you think?
It was good. It was good. I think well, it's not going to please everybody, but one of the things that I liked about it, and that a lot of people will not, well, some people will not, I should say, is that, they made the case for why the Moby Glass is what it is, that it's holographic, that, it isn't immersive to put a menu on the screen with just plain text, right? That's not immersive. And I'm glad, I know that they've been under a lot of pressure from the community, and they've made significant changes. So, it's definitely more readable now than it was when we first got it. And, it just shows that they are listening to the community. So that's all.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they wanted to make it more readable for a long time, but they should do, opportunity to do it. So yeah.
Yeah.
My thoughts were Bone! And Zane is back again. I don't know if people know this, but Zane took off to other ventures and came back again. So yeah, it's good, always good to see him. In the show, I'm gonna pause here and go to Nubifier thing. In the show, Jared found a new toy with the camera setting. So yeah, he found a new toy. I think we're all doomed. But yeah, so that's that. A couple of questions that they asked was and they set different zoom levels on the star map, and they said yes. I mentioned that's the basic answer. And persistent pins in the star map, like when you set a pin in the star map, is it persistent? They said yes. Can we share star map location? They said yes. And like they said, they talk about when I talk about readability. Jared interrogations about org stuff. That was kind of weird, but okay, Jared, you do you. Scrollable chat. They want the chat to be scrollable. They said sure. I don't know if that's in 323 or the company. No, it's not in 323. They want to put scrollable chat in, but it's not in. I don't believe. Speed up animation to open the Moby Glass. They need to update them animation. It will require some work. So those are some of the highlights that I saw in this show.
I did not get that last one at all. Like, it takes a split second to open your Moby Glass. How fast do people want to open their Moby Glass?
It was slow. I don't know. I mean, it maybe takes a second to raise your arm, but it actually the fully opening the Moby Glass takes a bit longer. But yeah, that's what I remember.
No, it takes under a second to have the Moby. I mean, maybe it may be, I don't know, a PC performance thing or a server performance thing, but I've never had any issue with it. Other than
because I noticed in the ISC, we'll get to that later, but in the ISC, someone opened a Moby Glass and it was fast. I noticed that. I was like, whoa,
that's how it always been for me.
They've always, no, it wasn't that fast for me, but yeah.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, that is the Star Citizen Live Q&A for UI features and 323. And if you want the summary, you can go to Nubify's page and get the UI Q&A in 2 minutes and 56 seconds. So yeah. All right, so up next we have, CitizenCon applications. This is our CitizenCon section. It's really relatively short. But Nico suggested from the volunteer application thread. We are still waiting on applications at the moment, and we'll start reviewing them shortly. There's no time frame yet, but we'll do their best to notify everyone whether they've been selected or not. We appreciate everyone's time. So if you haven't applied and you're thinking about becoming a volunteer, go ahead and it looks like it's still open. So go ahead and apply if you're interested in becoming a volunteer for 2954 CitizenCon. And then we have, so something that I noticed in the PU monthly report. I know we're jumping all around here, but I just wanted to get this particular point because I thought it was important in relation to CitizenCon. So This is a quote. Planning. This is under the community section, I believe. Yeah, community. So, with over 3,700 tickets already claimed, this year's CitizenCon has already shattered previous attendance record, marking it officially the largest citizen event yet. Despite still being April, the team is already deep in planning for layouts and key components of this year's show, and can't wait to see you all in Manchester this October. Our community team. So 3,700 people already, and like I said, this is on the Star Citizen monthly report for April. So what do people think about that?
Told you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow, Jade. Really? Wow. Alright. You're gonna be one of those people. Okay, fine. Told you so. No, but seriously, yes, you did say that. But, I mean, 3,700 kind of surprised me. I was expecting like 3,500 total by October.
And they're still selling tickets, right?
They're still, I can look. I forgot to bring up that page. But yeah, I believe so. At least the, hold on. I can find the, thing. On the page. And yes, premium tickets still sold out, and the normal access ticket for $250 US dollars is still on sale. So yeah.
So it's gonna be even bigger.
Yeah, I mean, maybe 4,000, 4,500 won't be surprising.
I'm gonna say 4,200.
Okay, Jay. All right. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Access, that's oof. So yeah, I
I'm
thought that
just
was
curious,
interesting.
Including the airplane ticket, fastcart. Come on, man.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
curious on the percentage of people, where they're coming from is what I'm really curious. Is how many people are those tickets from the state? I know they don't have these statistics, but I'm just curious. People from
They
the
probably
States.
have it internally because they know
but they
where people are
won't-
buying from.
Yeah, but I'm sure we don't. I'm sure there's not a place that we can look at. I'm just curious about
No,
that.
nothing. Yeah, nothing we know of. But I
That we
mean,
could see.
Mm.
And
like
I'm just
for
curious about how
America,
many
it's predominantly American. For Manchester, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it just makes me wonder if maybe that may have something to do with the higher number, but it doesn't matter. I'm glad to see it. Glad to see it grow. I just hope it keeps growing year after year. Keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, okay, but for the rest of the Star Citizen monthly report, anybody have any thoughts? Anybody read it?
No, I didn't read
Yeah.
this one.
Didn't read this one?
Nope.
Oh, well, briefly to talk about AI features. Throughout April, features put significant effort into the 322 release. They decided to share the new feature and gameplay possibilities like ride. AI tech, last month AI tech focused planetary navigation mask. Jen, you are echoing a little bit.
How is
they
that
had-
possible? I thought I'm muted.
They had the multipass code that was then optimized to execute faster. Another key feature was on both systems used in the Mawak feature. Significant time of verifying multiple parts of the AI system after evaluating each EPTU object profile. Animation. April animation team worked on various creatures, including 2 predator and a prey animal. I know we got, is the Mawak a prey animal?
I would not say that it's.
Yeah,
Well, I'm echoing
fastcart.
through somebody's. Yeah, I
When
wouldn't
you
say.
said
say it's prey.
multipass, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
When you said multipass, it made me think of Lilu multipass.
That's what I was going for. That's what I was going for. So you got me.
Corbin.
I think the
Corbin
third
Dallas.
animal that you're talking about. Do you say 3 animals or 2?
Yeah, they said 2 predator and a prey animal, so it's 3.
2 Predator, 3. I think, okay, we're missing the big picture because remember they were working on a quasi grazer too, so they actually have 6. That one's probably going to be in a soon patch, but we can't consider it out until it's out, right, Jade?
Right.
So what are the other 2? We have 2 other predators and a prey animal that we've yet to see. So this is like 6, like almost a basic zoo.
Zero.
We're fixing to
Don't
have.
tell anybody. It's a stalker. Don't but
Oh,
don't say
I
it.
do. Oh, the
Right?
stalkers
Just keep it on the
gonna be
hush. Keep it on
crazy.
hush.
No,
Don't say it.
no,
Don't say it.
no, Jared,
Arrow-
don't tell anybody.
arrow crab.
It's a sandworm. They're finally working on the sandworm. Don't tell anybody.
Then that means they're working on Lear. No, I don't think so. I think no, but seriously, I do think one of them is for another system. I think one of them might be the pyro crab. I think that could be one.
I think it's the cow.
Yeah. I think the boreal, sorry, the quasi grazer is the cow.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of them. I don't know that one would be the boreal stalker. I hope it would be. That would be really cool.
The space whale. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, the storm walls. I don't know if you consider them a predator. I mean, they're definitely not prey. So.
Believe me, the Spectrum had not forgotten about it. But yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't put a storm wall in either of those categories, really.
Right. April, Kurt art team began work on 2 specialist armors. Kurt concept team continued developing specialist armors and completed handoff sheets. And the hair team kicked off new hairstyles for 4.0 and undertook R&D on fur. So are we gonna have fur creatures in the game soon? I guess.
You need fur for furry things like a boreal stalker.
Boreal stalker, yeah.
Right? There you go.
So arts and ships. Ship team progressed with the arts I used. I'm gonna go ahead. Audio. Upcoming 323 release. Audio vehicle team completed their first milestone. They're overhauling the ship audio experience with new structure styles, which is rolling out to all new ships. Cool. Community, they talk about Triggerfish and Miss Raptor. Talk about Overdrive, Patchbot, the roadmap, and Launcher 2.0, and the Bud Citizen World Tour. Core gameplay in April. The core gameplay pillar closed out features and prepared them for release in 323. I'm skipping ahead, so I might miss something good. In-game branding, last one, the branding and vehicle team work closely to create brand identities for upcoming and existing vehicles within the game. The interactable team completed their work on the fire extinguisher, which was a sneak peek. So, can I get a let's see. Nope, I think that's as big as I can get it. I can't really read it. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know if it's what kind of thing that is. Industrial cargo containers and final art pack, and talk about lighting and location and so on and so forth. So yeah, that is the monthly report for April.
Okay, what jumped out to me, we didn't cover it, but under narrative, it says additionally, the narrative team did a lot of planning and pre-production work for Star Citizen 1.0, detailing the scripts and assets that will be needed for its release. So we've been hearing a lot more talk around Star Citizen 1.0, and I think this may be the first time we've seen it mentioned in a monthly report.
Maybe. Have they mentioned 4.0?
Oh yeah, they've been mentioning 4.0.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I just want to make sure.
I followed a monthly report religiously, and this is the first time I've seen them mention 1.0 ever in the monthly report.
So, what is your religion called, Jade?
Oh, well, I'm a Jedi, of course.
Can you go through walls?
Yes.
All right.
FC, can you go to the audio?
Audio at the top.
Go to the audio. Yeah, I think it was near the top. There it is.
What's up?
No, because we were in the ship the other day, and we noticed that the audio was much improved, but also not just like it's louder or anything like that, but there were different I guess you would call I'm going to call them layers. It was different layers to the sounds now that I've never been able to hear, especially we were in on the Defender, and there were layers to the engine sound that you couldn't hear before. Maybe they were there. I don't know. Maybe they added it to it, but certain things
Yeah.
more pronounced. Yeah.
Maybe it's a thing for master modes. They decided to add on to revamp the audio.
They
Yeah,
did.
maybe.
The
I don't
quantum,
know.
when you hit the quantum, you now hear the quantum drive start up.
As long as it
Well,
doesn't sound like the explosion from Star Trek 2. I know that's a 40-year-old reference, but you know, as long as it doesn't sound like that, I'm good. Or sound like Rebel Moon. I forgot to talk about Rebel Moon at the beginning of the show. Oh my god, stay away from Rebel Moon, part 1 and 2, okay? Anyway, so yeah,
There's
there's
another thing that jumped out at me. Sorry. Under tech animation, you remember we were shown all those heads at CitizenCon? Well, they say here that they're not far from completing the initiative of 40 heads for each gender. So we're going to have a lot more in the way of being able to create our custom characters soon.
That is a lot of head.
Yeah, it is a lot. It's a lot of heads. Yeah.
Oh boy.
And moving
Yeah,
on
boy.
from that, we're
Yeah,
going to go
yeah.
to This Week in Star
Keep it
Citizen. So happy Monday, everyone, even though it's Thursday now. To talk about news items for CitizenCon 2954. Wednesday, talk about the North Report, get that moment. Inside Star Citizen. And Friday, talk about Star Citizen Live. It's all about Alpha 323 with Richard Tyler, Rick Porter, and Johnny Javicius? I don't know. Answering your questions about the upcoming release. So don't forget to ask your questions in the Spectrum thread. And it goes live at 1500 UTC, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. So check that out tomorrow. And I'm going to scroll down and get to the top images. This is pointed out in Discord and Citizen Discord by Captain Serious Time. He really liked this one, and I agree. This is pretty badass. I'm gonna blow it up real quick. Not that one. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. There you go. Okay. So yeah, I thought this is pretty cool. I love the health hit tilt that the animal is doing. The Copian is doing right there. It's like, huh? like a real dog. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a nice picture.
Yeah.
Very nice action.
And then we have that's a pretty good shot. Go down. Oh, no, that's it. So yeah, that's a pretty good shot. Almost like a lumberjack feel, almost. I can imagine him chopping wood. And that's the F8C Lightning. Oops, that coming up for some reason. But okay. Oh, there it is. Finally came up. I clicked the button. Oh yeah, nice sunrise, sunset, whatever that is. Pretty cool. Oh, and the water. Dang. That's some pretty good water.
High quality H2O.
All right. Is that Evian or Evian?
Yeah.
I don't know. You got to ask the water boy.
Boucher. My name's Bobby Boucher.
Oh yeah, this was in the in one of the tweets that I'm gonna get to in a moment. I can jump ahead to it, but yeah, this is number 4. Oh yeah, that's the Ares Inferno, and I like this color scheme that he got on that.
Yeah, the color scheme.
Oh, hold on, let me jump ahead real quick. So I got this. This is from Twitter. It came out yesterday. Star Citizen asked, which ship will you low fly over water first when Alpha 323 goes live? So let me ask y'all that. What ship will you fly first when over water when 323 goes live?
Ooh,
And anyone in chat
don't
want
know.
to chime in, go ahead and chat.
That's a good question, man. That's probably. You know what? To be honest with you, I probably do my defender because that's the one
Defender.
I'm probably gonna pull out. It'd be a pops could jump into easily. So
Yeah,
you
I
know,
would. I mean, they've already showed us the Scorpius over the water,
yeah.
so that would be the next one. But we've seen that one. But
Jaron,
What was the question? I'm sorry.
what ship will you low fly over water first when 323 comes out?
Probably my F8.
okay.
Okay.
You know what I would like to see
What?
do a low fly over the water? The 890. I would like to see that. And how much?
Oh yeah,
Well, they
cool.
did show that, didn't they? Show that
Yeah.
one.
Did they show
Kind
it
of, sort of.
moving?
All right. It's different when you do it though.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I guess
They
so.
show
I
it
guess
moving?
so. See what it would
Yeah.
do.
How about you,
Yeah.
Jade?
You know, I was thinking my 400i, but now that I think about it, probably my 890. But I want to, if I do it, I want to get a bunch of people on it. So, but yeah.
Well, here's my answer. I'm going to show it on screen real quick.
Okay.
That is my answer.
Okay. Or fastcart.
Yeah.
I hear that. Listen. The BMM is too good for water, right?
Yeah.
And
We don't
the
want.
scary
We
thing
we
is,
don't
I'm
want.
like 5 years away from that picture. Like if Star Citizen doesn't come out in 5 years, that'll probably be me.
Now I have a question for you, Fast Car. Would you fly over the water with the scoop down or the scoop up?
The scoop is up.
Scoop up? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're not gonna try to catch any water in there and see what happens?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you get
Not with the BMM. Not with the BMM. Maybe something
Yeah.
different.
Hit a rock with that down in there. You've been really bad shape.
All right, so and then he had this week MVP, Lucky 13 Michael movie trailer by Xingzong CFR. Xingzong CFR delivered a explosive battle during escape and intense showdown in this adrenaline-filled trailer for the fan-made Michael movie Lucky 13. If this trailer is any indication of the final product, we can't wait to see it. So watch the movie, not the trailer, sorry, in the Community Hub. And that is the Community Hub page right there. And we'll give it a look right now because it's only 49 seconds. So we're not going to make a full on cinema about it. But yeah, you can check it out. I'll hit play and go full screen.
Enemy attacked one of our terraform stations. It's on Holland Run's planet side. The end of the mission.
So yeah, that is the trailer from Xingdong ZFR, Lucky 13. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, I wonder if this is based off of or inspired by, if you've ever seen off of Netflix, I think it's Robot Death, something like that, Death Robot Love or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I didn't know what you're talking about.
There's a short that they have that's called Lucky 13, and it's based upon, a pilot that goes in and to battle, and her ship is
It might be.
it's the 13th ship. So
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Maybe we'll find out later.
It's called Love, Death, and Robots.
Thank you,
series.
Jade.
Yeah. And it was season 1, episode 13. Can you tell I've watched it? Yeah.
All right, so looking for a question for Star Citizen Live. This past 323. This week Star Citizen Live Q&A. Special guest was Tyra, Rick Porter, and Johnny. Can't pronounce his last name. Answer questions about the upcoming 323 release. So, if you haven't already, go ahead and go in and upvote the questions that you see that you like that are close to your question that you like to ask. So yeah. Anyone here have a question about 323 that they would like to ask? Off the top of your head?
No, actually, I don't.
No, me neither. Nothing I can think of. Or maybe I
Remember,
would ask.
everyone, no win questions. No
Yeah, right.
win questions.
Yeah, maybe I would ask how many head total do you think that they would want in the final release? 60.
Hey, but you are going to try to make that joke work, aren't you?
All right, I have one. I'm going to put out there for anybody who wants to ask it. You know, when you go to Apparelli at New Babbage, it's one of the only shops that doesn't have a terminal, a kiosk, right? And yeah, I mean, we just got a second terminal at New Deal in 323. What is the reasoning for why we don't have a terminal for Apparelli? Because I think they could sell a lot more things if they had a terminal. That's all.
All right. Up next, we have the Roundup for May 1st, 2024. Hey, happy Wednesday, everyone, from CIG Community Team. They got the progress tracker. As you might have seen, the recent letter from Machinima. Letter from Machinima was from December, right?
No, it's a more recent than that.
Because I looked at the link, but I couldn't find a date. I thought it was a bit ago, but this said the most recent one.
Yeah, I think it was February.
February.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything is jumbled up, sorry. But yeah, talk about the 1.0 commercial release. Release view. Unit Commander Grav Royale. Yo-Yo Megs! Welcome raiders from Yo-Yo Megs stream. How was your stream, Yo-Yo? And just to let you know, we gave you a big shout out earlier today. So let me pull this up real quick. So yeah, we gave you a shout out for being on Space Tomato's stream. So yeah, congratulations. I hope you had fun. Looked like you had fun, and it was a very good stream. So there you go, Yo-Yo. Where was I? Let me see if I can get back to it. Roadmap Roundup. Thank you. You're welcome, Yo-Yo. So yeah, to talk about Gravlev Royale. For the time being, they are removing the card from release view until it requires additional testing. So they're removing the card until that is resolved. So Grav Royale is taken out. Anyone here disappointed with that? Or was looking forward to it? No? By the way, anyone from Yo-Yo Stream or anyone else in the chat, you want to come in, click the link down below and hop in. Tell us what you thought about this week in Star Citizen. All right, distribution centers. The following features have passed the final review for Alpha 223. So therefore, they're toggling the status to committed. So distribution centers, broken graphic API support. Water simulation and revenue improvement, volumetric cloud update, image upscaling. What that means is infinite support for GPU upscaling, including DLSS, FSR, and an in-house CSR solution. Replication layer update. Over the course of 323 patch cycle, the replication layer has been moved off the game server and set up as its own standalone service. In short term, this allows for greater server recovery in the event of a crash. This is also a critical next step towards server meshing. And that is all for this week. So yeah, any thoughts about anything that stood out to anybody?
I'm keeping an eye on the image scaling.
Okay.
Vulcan was...
Oh, Pop, sorry.
Oh, no. Zarin, is he there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I thought... go ahead.
No, I was just going to say,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Zero.
Okay, Zero and then Pop. My bad. That was my mistake. That's totally on me. That's totally my bad.
Pop's first.
No, go Zeren. Go Zeren.
Oh
Go.
boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I mean, we're talking about the whole thing, right?
What do you
Or
mean the
is
whole
it just
thing?
distro centers right now?
Say it again.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is, are we just talking about distribution centers right now, or
No,
yeah.
I'm talking about
Oh,
everything,
anything that stood out to you in
everything.
the roadmap? What stood out to you? What are you looking forward to? What are you disappointed they took out?
I'm actually looking
Go ahead,
forward to
Ronell.
all of it because Vulcan. Yeah, I agree with the prisoner. Vulcan definitely is a big pickup for people who are, GPU over CPU cores, because Lord, some of our computers are beaten half to death by this game. I can agree with that. Also, the replication layer for me is a big one because it pushes us towards server meshing. That's for sure. I'm done. You guys can take over.
Okay, what are you gonna say, Pops?
No, I was just gonna say I was glad to see when I was in the game that Vulcan has improved from what was it, about a week ago
Very much.
when I was in there, and just happy to see the progress. The game looks even more stunning because Griff confirmed they did do a light pass, and it looks great.
Okay, go Mav. I see you in chat. I'm gonna make this one, dedicate this one for you. I wish everyone peace and long life when it comes to 323, specifically for the Vulcan upscaling. So yeah. Anyway, so up next we had the Roadmap Roundup Spectrum Edition. There were no dev response this time, so just straight up a copy of the link post. So yes. And then we have, okay, so this is the RSI Launcher 2.0 beta release notes. Darkness Meter, I've seen him around a lot on Twitch. They're having the new launcher say the game is going to install into the protocol Star Citizen with a space, but it actually just installs into the old location of Star Citizen without a space. It means a lot of people will be re-downloading the full game when they verify as to what happened. That is what happened to Dr. Meetup. And Ludo D said, "Thank you for the feedback. This issue will be fixed in Launcher 2.0.1. So I don't know when that's coming in, but that was posted yesterday. So hopefully the new launcher will be posted soon, and that will be fixed. So just want to give people a heads up about that in case you're using a new launcher. Alrighty then. Then you have Star Citizen Alpha 323, EPTU patch note. This came out 2 hours ago, 90 minutes ago. It came out relatively soon. I know. So yes, this is open to PTU, so it's everybody now. So this is everybody. Everyone can jump in if they want to. Testing feedback focus is stability, performance bug fixing, new features, and gameplay update. They have quite a few known issues. So you might want to check that out if you're going to hop in. Bug fixes. This build has many streaming changes around distribution centers to help stop ship and vehicles falling through and flipping the floors and the ground in the area of after the location stream in and out and back in. With this update, the distribution centers should stream in before the vehicles, allowing them to determine positions correctly. This issue is causing a large amount of physics performance costs on the server and reducing the overall frame rate. They fixed the PU Stanton port threshold translate elevator. They fixed the AI desyncing during combat inside UGF. Hopefully, they should resolve the AI teleport jitter. Fixed Stanton actor interacting consumable. Unable to drink a full bottle of content in one non-stop action. And they fixed 3 server crashes. So check that out, folks. And remember, it's open for everyone now. Jade, I know this has only been open for a few hours, so you had a chance to jump in, right?
No, not at all. 'Cause I just got home and I just got home in time for the show, so I have
I
not.
appreciate that. I
Yep.
appreciate that. So if anyone else is in the current PTU, how's it going in there, people? Yeah, so
One thing
let us
I'd
know in
like
chat.
to mention is I'm glad to see they fixed the elevator. Elevator's
Well,
what truck.
Pop, I think it's more accurate to say that they said they fixed the elevator. The elevator has been fixed multiple times.
Yeah, because you couldn't, you know, you had to die and go down to the medical clinic in order to get out. But hopefully,
Yeah, the question now becomes, have they fixed the elevator more times than they broke the elevator? That's the question I have. But we shall see. Hopefully it is fixed.
So true, hopefully.
All right, up next we have, yes, I thought this was interesting. 3.3 is not ready to be released in their opinion. This is from Helen Tan. The complaints are unable to get in and out of the pilot seat with any reasonable time. The star map, no notification that shields are hit, unable to target turret and cloud. And this is a post reply from Zylo. So, Jade, do you have this open?
I can. And
Okay,
I will definitely.
never mind.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
I got it.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
But go ahead, please read that for me.
Okay. So Zalo says, totally valid, but I'd like to shed some light on our perspective. We intend for 2024 to be a big year for Star Citizen, and we're all about keeping that momentum going strong. It's a tricky balance, though, moving forward without sacrificing the quality of the experience. Sometimes introducing a new feature can introduce new problems, which is why we're taking a bit more time with things like the new hangar/cargo content, now aiming for a 3.23.x patch. This isn't about hitting the brakes, though. As always, our teams are all hands on deck, focused on addressing issues as fast as humanly possible. You might see a few bumps in the road with 323, but we're certainly not stopping there. You should expect plenty of follow-up hot fixes and improvements as we push forward towards the big milestones ahead, 4.0, 1.0, and beyond. It's important to remember that every level of Star Citizen serves as a testing environment. And while issues are often found in earlier phases, root causes and solutions are often best discovered with the wide stress testing of the full live alpha resource. It is vital that we get 323 to the live environment as soon as possible to discover every cause and solution we can, while also ensuring we stay on track for future milestones, as delaying too long can cause or create ripple effects. The team is determined to get things into a great place, and everyone's participation and reports have been tremendously helpful in that pursuit. I thought that was an excellent reply.
Yeah, I like it too. I mean, it's important to note that this is a game development, game testing. You know, it says live. It's technically called live test service. It's still testing, and the game is still in alpha. Even though some people might think the term alpha is overused, but that's what alpha is. It's still testing and trying to get things fixed. I think most people are thinking that Star Citizen is already in beta and everything should be polishing, or there shouldn't be much bug fixing, but that is not the case. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that Zylo had to put this out there, but every so often it's good to have a reminder. So, yeah, anyone else have thoughts about this?
I do, definitely. Like I said, I think it was an excellent reply. A few things that he hit on. Again, we're hearing about 1.0. I also love the fact that, there's a saying in my field, don't let perfection be the enemy of progress, right? And like he really, touched on that. Like they're going all gas, no brakes towards 4.0 and beyond. And so I love it. I mean, there's going to be things that they have to work on, but that doesn't mean they should slow down or stop. Yeah, so that's all.
If they're going all gas, would the enhanced help? I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, I might want to make.
The joke ban button still works, chat. You can still use it.
What are you going to say,
Sorry.
Zimmerman?
I was going to comment on what my friend Kinj84 says. He says, Hype Train, keep bug reporting, folks. I agree with him. Because if there are bugs and you encounter them, please keep reporting the bugs. He's right. Just below Xylo's report. He's not detracting from what Xylo says. He's adding to it. He's basically saying, hey, I agree, and everybody else needs to do their part in reporting the bugs, which I've done my fair share of bug reporting, and I'm sure most of my fellow friends here on this table have done the reporting as well. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not so much, but like I said, I tend to avoid the PTU. I dive in when it's live, so thank everybody for their efforts and work. But I'm not expecting another 318. Hopefully this won't be another 318. But when 323 does go live, I mean the first couple of days may be rough until they smooth things out, because when it goes live, a lot more people are stress testing the service, and things can happen that didn't happen in the EPTU. So expect some problems, but hopefully they won't be too bad. We'll see. Just a caveat, just PSA. All right, so up next we have. Let me scroll up so I can get the title good. Why do we have to get out the pilot seat to eat and drink? And this is a quote from Jack Acapella from Bluefbutt. We can eat and drink in every other seat. You can drink and in space after occupating yourself. Keep or try to drink. Sorry. They feel the survival mechanic would be a bit more immersive if it just this thing. But Jake Acapella responded, "This is something that they're planning on doing, not only with consumables but also things like certain weapons while in the passenger seat. Seated item handling on progress tracker is what you're looking for. So yeah, check that out if you are interested in that. So there's something they are looking for. And up next we have, this is on Saturday, May the 4th. Beacon, Belgium. A super stack lineup for this weekend's race, the Beacon 250. Join us May the 4th, they can have UTC, Solo Beacon, Belgium on May 10th and May 11th in Leeds. European creators and the community will wait to see which one will gain bragging rights as the fastest. So check that out if you're interested in racing on May the 4th. I thought this was a PSA in case people might have noticed, but website not accepting necessary cookies, preventing content from loading. They give an example, but basically, she said, hello. They did a patch for this for a few days ago. Are they still experiencing issues? If you do, let me know. If you haven't listed with the necessary cookies, and preventing content from loading, go ahead and go to our thread and let them know, and maybe they can help you, or maybe they can figure out what's going on from your feedback. So yeah. A couple of more things. Okay, we already did that one. Skipping that one real quick. So, Fauna is now in Stanton. So, Fauna is now in Stanton. Time to ask big question. They want to know when the space wheel will be there, basically. And this may be Tuckle because the devil flies, so I'm going to scroll down and get to it.
Can we please stop calling them space whales?
No.
Please?
No.
Please. They don't exist in space. They exist in the planet. They're called storm walls.
Well, they're called space cows. They're called space dogs. They're called everything is space. So no.
But if you have a cat on this planet, is it a space cat?
Not. It's called an Earth cat, but
Right, but we don't call them Earth cats.
This is the space game, so it'll be space everything. I think you're fighting a losing battle on that one, Jay. You're fighting a losing battle.
Okay.
But Zach Priest responded, we just put a dog and a bird, and y'all are like, where's the giant whale? So, the question I want to ask, how impatient do you think the community has the community become more impatient or less impatient as time goes by? What are your perceptions?
I think more.
Well, yeah.
Pop first.
I will say expectations are high because of all of the things that they're showing us. So I'm going to lean more towards yeah. I'm going to lean more towards yes.
Okay.
We want it.
Yeah, right. Who else was responding?
That was me.
Go ahead, Zerin, and then Fist.
I think a lot of people are. They're not used to being told wait, and I think the weight is starting to drain on them a little bit. That's what I'm kind of getting from this thread here. Just it's weird.
And Fist?
Yeah, same way. Yeah, very impatient.
Jade?
Yeah, I would say that it's about the same. I've followed the development of this game since 2016, and I don't feel it's any people are any more impatient or less impatient. I think it's about the same. It's just there are way more people now, so you hear a lot more.
You beat me to the point I was going to make. You hit the nail on the head.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's about the same, but the newer people are becoming more vocal, so it seems like they're less impatient. And so I think it kind of evens it out because we have people, the older backers, as Jade like to call us, trying to push back on saying, yeah, it's always been like this. Is it something you have to put up with? But yeah. But that's my real answer. My fake answer is this. Where all the whales at?
Okay.
Oh,
oh God. All right.
And if you look closely, let me blow this up real quick. If you look
Rick made
closely,
a good point. It's the older backers that are barking the most usually. And that's been my experience too. New people typically they're still like saying, getting used to the game and amazed by everything. So it's typically not new people that are impatient. Typically.
And there's a whole that joke is for you for redeeming. I can joke, so thank you for that. But if you look closely, Cleveland Little is forming a W word. So he's either asking where, or he's saying the word whale. So that I just want to point that out. But
we're going to go with whale. We're going to go with whale.
Okay. And then finally, well, not finally, but we're now up to ISG. Thank you for putting up with me. Yeah, but this funny part.
Those that know the movie know probably the real W word.
Let's stop it right there, Pop. Let's stop it right there.
Yeah, I'm not saying anymore. Those that know the movie know the word is not up there, but it is a W.
Okay. But the Inside Star Citizen patch dispatch 323. Let's get this started.
Alpha 323 is just around the corner, and that means it's time for Patch Dispatch 323, where we run down all the new features and content included in what could be Star Citizen's biggest patch yet. So let's just jump right into things. And we'll start with life in the first person. And in 323, life begins with a newly expanded and revamped character customizer, letting you create more dynamic and representative avatars than ever before. A new beginning that will continue to evolve with additional features and options in subsequent patches. Now let's discuss all the major improvements that directly affect your character, starting with the new Mobi-Glass. Now, unlike Eobard Thawne, we've finally killed the Flash, as the new Mobi-Glass finally makes its in-universe debut with a revamped layout and new features like the Health and Contract Manager apps to help you stay alive and find work respectively. It also includes the long-awaited and hotly anticipated new Maps app, combining the new star map and interior map experiences into one unified interface, with an entire host of new functionalities designed to help you find your way through landing zones, space stations, and the entire verse as a whole. Oh, and that work also touches the new lens and visor updates with a great new mini-map that appears now in the upper left corner. Your days of not finding your way around are soon behind you. Unless you're a specific person who won't be named. You know who you are. Of course, when you're traveling through the verse, Alpha 3.23 has a whole new array of improvements to how you'll interact with the world around you, starting with a revamped player interaction system that's more nimble and customizable than ever before. Default item actions that let you keep your customizations exactly how you want them. A new shopping interface that streamlines the experience so you can get what you want and go. And new looting screens to improve your alternate and more violent shopping experience. And speaking of which, there's lots of new improvements to the way you bring first-person murder, death, kill to your fellow citizens in the verse, including scope magnification updates, ammo repooling and backpack reloading, ADS tuning, and the new dynamic crosshair on specialized helmets so you can fire straight from the hip in-game, and not just from the comfort of your YouTube comments. And your first-person life doesn't end there, because Alpha 3.23 allows you to take the fight to zero G with the newly revamped EVA mechanics, changing the way you traverse the verse outside your spacecraft and vehicle. And speaking of your spacecraft or vehicles, the Alpha 3.23 season also includes new ways to house, load, and launch your ships with the new personal persistent hangars coming to ArcCorp, Hurston, Microtech, and Orizen in a 3.23X patch this quarter, which also includes item banks to grab your stuff, vehicle platforms to raise your ships, and freight elevators to load them before takeoff. Of course, once you take off, you'll find a new way to fly with master modes and a new way to fight with precision targeting and weapon mount and gimbal changes, meaning space combat's got its next evolution in Alpha 3.23. But what if flying in the PU isn't enough? Or you simply want a safe place to practice the changes? Well, there's a whole host of new maps and experimental modes in Arena Commander 3.23 that we covered here in detail just last week. Then back in the Persistent Universe and down planet side, you'll find the new distribution centers with a variety of mission and gameplay opportunities for all manner of playstyles, and the added dangers of the Merak and Copian, Star Citizen's first fauna being added to Alpha 3.23. And how are the Meraks dangerous? Just wait until they add poop mechanics. Then there's also exciting new technological improvements like our initial implementation of Vulkan, new DLSS, FSR, TSR upscaling, and the new water rendering and simulation tech that will make Star Citizen look even better than ever before. And then under the hood, with the new replication layer split in 3.23, players no longer connect directly to the game servers and instead to the hybrid service, which hosts the replication layer, which then itself maintains the state of the game. This now means that the loss of a server can be recovered from without the players being disconnected from the game or losing their progress, and sets the stage for multiple game servers sharing a single hybrid replication layer in the server mesh coming online with Alpha 4.0. So all in all, there's more things in Alpha 3.23 than you can shake a stick at, but there's actually even more, as this branch not only includes all the hangar and cargo improvements we discussed earlier, it also contains the next iteration of Invictus Launch Week, which is actually 2 weeks because we're all super extra here.
So we're going to stop there and give this a discussion because the last half is pretty good. So let's discuss the first half real quick. So yeah, what do people thought? 3.23. So well, let me phrase it this way so people can answer this question. So does it seem like a lot for patch, or are we drinking the Kool-Aid here? That's my question. Are we drinking the Kool-Aid, or there's a lot for a patch? Anyone want to start?
There's a lot for a patch.
There's a lot to this patch. Why do you think so?
Just the sheer number of items and how they impact gameplay. we haven't seen this amount of items that directly impact gameplay since really the early 3.0, 3.1 days. I mean,
Anyone else?
yeah.
Zero.
I would agree. Sorry, I was going to let you finish, Jade. Sorry about that.
No, I was finished. Go ahead.
I agree with Jade. I came in 3.8, and I looked back at the older updates. I think this might actually be one of the largest patches we've had since 3.0.
And
In
can people
terms of
can you give us a
fundamentally
reference? I'm
redoing-
sorry to interrupt. Can you give us a reference of what year that was in 3.8, please?
For 3.8, that would have been late 2019, just
Thank you.
before I joined the verse. I came into the verse December of 2019. 3.8 was when Microtech was added to the game.
All right, so almost 5 years ago. Thank you for that reference. Go ahead.
Yeah, I apologize. Should have been.
No. Go ahead. You're fine.
Yeah, but when I came into the game, we were missing 2 planets and a whole system of moons and a whole lot of features that have been stacked on in the last 5 years. So I'm kind of one of the weird ones where I came in. But this makes me happy that I'm not cynical at the half-decade mark.
Mhm.
I've thought about doing a review on that, but beside the point, this is encouraging because look at these UI changes while this is playing in the background. Look at this.
Yeah.
It is for the whole time I've been playing the game, the UI has not looked this nice. It's different. It looks more like a real polished product. I guess
it looks more modern.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say it looked like 2024. It looked more like 2020, but it definitely looked more modern than what it was.
It's definitely this decade, fastcart, not last decade or the decade before.
Yeah.
I'll be quiet for a bit.
Anyone else? You think this is a lot for a path, or not much, or
I think it's go ahead.
Pop then Fish?
I think it is a big quality of life. Things that we've been waiting for. A lot of improvements. A lot of things, hope and things in the future. I mean, the distribution centers, more places. The verse is becoming more alive with a lot more places to go. Things you can invent your own gameplay. And the last thing, I'll let my son go after this. The one thing it made me think of when he talked about the poop is when you go off the off ramp, when you drive your car off the off ramp and you have all the people with the squeegee things, want to clean your windshield off. It just made me think of that. At the state, when you land, you have a whole bunch of people with squeegees. Hey, let me clean that poop off for you.
I made a joke a couple of weeks ago saying that when you have waiting in line to drop off your cargo, pick up cargo, you're gonna have someone in the face who come and asking you if you want your windshield clean.
Oh, okay. All right, so we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Fist.
So I was gonna say, that like everybody else, that I think there's a lot in this patch. We're getting a lot. I mean, yes, big UI features, mini map, things that like my dad just was saying, quality of life stuff that realistically, you have in other games, but it's really big for us because it's this game and the way they're doing it for this game. So I think it's such a milestone for them, to achieve this, and especially with Invictus coming up to get it right. That I mean, as far as the servers being stable when that hopefully the patch goes live with everything in it, or what they can put it, so that's what I see.
Okay, can I mention one more thing, FC?
Go ahead.
I noticed when I was walking around,
a lot of the panels have been changed out. They've been updated. Yeah,
The MFDs, you mean?
Well, no. Okay, like on the walls, the panels of the walls.
Yeah.
Right,
Mhm.
those panels. There's a lot of more emissive things on the walls now, and at least I noticed from New Babbage, where there's lights and things like that flashing on them and beeping. So I noticed those things have been upgraded. I don't know if you call as you don't call it an upgrade, but
Upgraded, iterated on.
yeah, and okay, iterated is a better word. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I love the flash reference that they made it at the beginning of this show. The animation. Oh shoot! I wish I had the timestamp because they showed the animation for the Moby Class coming up. I can't find it anytime soon. So, but yeah, the animation for the Moby Class does look bastard to me, but I can't. I don't have the timestamp. So
I
unfortunately,
want
can't show
CIG
it.
to add that dance. Don't show us the dance. Add it so we can do the dance.
All right.
One critique I have about the star map. This is the only thing. It's perfect the way it is because we only have one star system. But this is a big if 4.0 gets added. It would be nice to be able to plot a point in one system all the way through the jump point to ruin or whatever jump point is nearest the pyro opening, I know that's a big ask because they're just now integrating this new star map, but I mean, my outer space sailor is calling me. Sorry.
And I did have a question before, but I was wondering. I thought I had the timestamp, but I guess I don't. 323? No, coming up. I guess I had the wrong timestamp. There was a ship that they showed in the cargo in the hangar, and I was wondering what ship that was, but I guess I had the wrong timestamp. Oh, here it is. It's 331, not 323. So yeah, I asked people in Discord what ship that was. They said it's the Oregon Mole. So thank you everybody for responding. That was from Stunner and Opsy. So just want to give them a shout out because I had no idea what ship that was. I was like, what ship is that? Is that a sneak peek or is that something that we already have? It's already something we already have. So thank you for that. All right, so let's get to
the only thing that. Oh no, I was just going to ask a kind of an open question. I have a star map in my flare, and I'm just wondering what is going to be the different. What is that star map? How is that going to fit in the game? I'm just wondering if you know anything about it.
In the flare. I'm trying to remember it.
It's in my it's a flare.
It's a subscriber flare, you mean?
Yeah, it's a subscriber flare. And it's
maybe you know what it could be. It could be something like a holographic thing that sits on your
that
desk.
You put on your wall, maybe
put on a wall or something like that. Okay. I don't know if it would be interactive, as if like the
well, if you're a subscriber, just go in the subscriber store and maybe they can give you more information there.
Yeah, I did. It doesn't.
Doesn't say.
That is a really good question because that map, I could see them maybe making it something you put in your, your communal home wherever you live, as somewhere where you plot your next trip, maybe.
Yeah, exactly, Zarin. That's what I was wondering, if you use it in a meeting situation, and when you're planning, a group of you are planning, and you can, how you go into movies and they swipe kind of across the, well, we're here, then they swipe and the whole universe moves and slides, and we're gonna, and they kind of touch the screen, and we're gonna go there. I know it's not gonna be that elaborate, but was just wondering, just curious.
Yeah, sorry about that, guy.
No problem. We shall see. But yeah, we're gonna get to the rest of the episode. So this is a lot of hat, and I'm excited. So let's get to it.
It's a handful of new ships and vehicles folks have been waiting for, as well as one straight-to-flyable that's available with 323 launch. So let's learn more from John, Ben, and Alberto.
The Mirai Pulse is Mirai's entry into the ground Gravlev bike category.
Is a new racing vehicle from Mirai. It kind of builds on some of their kind of core values as a brand of MISC, focusing more on performance. It takes a lot of inspiration, should we say, from the Razor, and really kind of shrinks that kind of thrill of speed down.
So the role of Gravlev vehicles in the game, and especially hover bikes, it allows you to, you've got a mission in mind, perhaps you don't want to risk bringing your ship or larger vehicle right up to it. It allows you to park some distance away, out of radar range, out of line of sight, and then infiltrate stealthily, speedily towards the target location. And of course, as features like weather comes online and more diverse and hazardous biomes such as heavily dense forests, Gravlev vehicles, bikes will become more useful as ways to get closer to your target without damaging ships. The Pulse is our smallest ground vehicle. It was an intentional design choice to make something as small and compact and as fast as possible, and Mirai as a brand sort of fits that performance ideology.
It needs to be small. It needs to be small, fast, agile, and really that just kind of gives us a much greater opportunity of how the players can really experience that sense of speed on one of our ground vehicles.
So the Pulse comes in two flavors. We've got the base version, which comes equipped with a custom laser Gatling on the front. And then you have the LX, which is the dedicated racing version. It loses that front weapon, replaces it with a big intake, you get extra thrusters, so out of all the Gravlev bikes, it is one of the most agile there. The reason it's so small and compact is we wanted it to have the most compatibility with all of our other vehicles in game, so by being compact allows you to pretty much stuff it into every single other vehicle in existence in the game.
Size-wise, I think it's just over 2.5 meters in length, so it is tiny. To put that into some perspective, it's a tiny bit longer than 2 SCU of cargo, so it is very small.
I'm sure there will be one or two vehicles out there where it doesn't fit in, maybe such as the MPUV, but across the board it's designed to get in a lot of other vehicles. My favorite thing about the Pulse series is just the way we've integrated all the components together into that incredibly tight chassis.
We tried to kind of fuse the idea of a sports bike, but almost, I think they're called like naked bikes. So we wanted it to feel still quite aggressive and quite kind of chunky, almost like a bobber. But we kind of really wanted that sleekness that Mirai and the brand as a whole kind of is known for. One of the, I guess, biggest kind of challenges that our like Alberto and the concept team really had to work on, which then turned our production artists and kind of gave them a few things to scratch their head against, is really fitting all of the ship items and the components into a vehicle of this size.
As we never did anything so small, new problems come along. I decided to take the same approach of a motorbike. We tried to insert most of the components in what will be the fuel tank, and with this approach we kept the same shape, the same main shape of a motorbike. So we have very fluid and soft shapes, palindromal, which means that you can flip it and it looks kind of the same, and then we added the front part just to connect the semiotic of the racing vehicles to this one. We were really tight to the size because it can fit in a container, and that created a huge challenge with how the components move when you actually have to expose them. So that dictated actually the shape we ended up with, and I'm really happy with the final result because you couldn't say probably that inside such a small vehicle there are so many components.
Compared to our other Gravlev ground vehicles, the Pulse it trades durability for speed and agility, so compared to say like the Dragonfly and the Hoverquad, which are relatively tanky, not as good there.
The Nox is more tense and definitely bigger. Mirai tries to simplify things a bit. Less is more. We try to have a different approach compared to most of racing vehicles and communicate speed through mass and not through aerodynamics, although we keep aerodynamics in consideration for this kind of stuff.
In terms of the Nox and the X1, it is right up there in speed and agility. So they all trade different speed attributes in terms of straight line speed, cornering speed, rotational velocities. And the bespoke weapon on the front of the base model is our first laser Gatling in the game, so we're looking forward to see how that performs. So that's the Pulse coming online in 3.23, 2 variants of it. Looking forward to seeing all the different scenarios you're going to get it into.
Did I say it's small? It's really, really small. And goes really, really fast.
Okay, that's good.
See the memes coming.
So what did we learn this week? Well, hopefully we were reminded of all the great work the combined Star Citizen and Squadron 42 teams have been working on that make their way to the persistent universe in Alpha 3.23. That like any and every other feature in Star Citizen, the work doesn't stop here and will continue to iterate and evolve in subsequent releases. And that the Mirai Pulse is this teeny tiny hover bite that can fit into all sorts of places and may just be John Griffith's and James Kay's worst nightmares when players try to squeeze them deep down into the distribution centers. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. Thanks for letting us share the process of game development with you, and we'll see you all here next week.
We are back. So yeah, the GravLab, the Mirai Pulse. They didn't take my name, Jade. They didn't take my name.
Because it doesn't carry anything. Well, it doesn't carry much. It's too small.
It carries you.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. It has to have like cargo.
I should say the joke for later. But anyway, so yeah, what do people think about the Mirai Pulse? Face to face.
Not for me, but it's for somebody.
Not for you. Why not for you?
I just don't have a need for it, to be honest.
Don't have a need for it. Do you have any bikes in your fleet at the moment?
I have a Dragonfly right now.
You have a Dragonfly, so you prefer the Dragonfly over this?
I mean, I guess, for what it is, yeah, for the Dragonfly. I mean, if I needed something smaller, I don't need to like go out and buy it. I can just buy it in game. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, the prices are increasing, so you better think twice about. No, I'm kidding.
I still would buy it in the game. I mean,
okay,
of course.
So my question is, what do you think the price will be? Warbond versus on-site credit.
This right here, I don't know. I mean, probably like what?
The Dragonfly was 40 and then it went to 45, I believe. 40? So it was 40 Warbond and 45 on-site credit. So yeah, that gives you a comparison.
25.
25, oh, that's a lower price.
Not anymore.
No, not 45. I said 25.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, it used to be a lower price. The lower ES used to be 25.
Really? Oh, okay. I didn't know it was that
I can't
low.
believe that. That's wild.
Oh,
I think it could easily be between 45 and 35, somewhere in there. But it could surprise us. It could be 30 for Warbond. Who knows?
Yeah, but what else you think about the Mirai Pulse? I love the name.
What I'm worried about is which one's going to be more.
Oh, well, that's a good question. I think they'll probably be the same, but we'll see. I mean, the Alec will probably be $5 more, if that.
Yeah, it's a $5 difference. That's what I think.
Are you done, John?
Yeah, I stuck my foot in my mouth because I was talking too much. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. But thank you. Pop, go ahead.
Okay. The gun. Good to see it.
The gun?
Yeah, the gun. Because we've never seen that gun. We've never had that gun before. So I like it. Want to see how well it works. I love the headlights on it, on both of them. I think they're pretty cool. I like the silhouette of the vehicle. I would get it because for me, maneuverability is optimal for me. Because it reminds me of the Star Wars movies when the
pod racer.
No, not that. Remember the Ewoks?
Oh, you're talking about the Return of the Jedi.
Right, Ewoks, and they were going through the thing and find in between the trees.
Bike, yeah.
This would be useful for me, especially just like the scenario they put out there. You land and you want to get there, and you got to bob and weave through the trees. It's a perfect bike for that for me. I mean, I don't get on the Dragonfly that much, but to me, the maneuverability of this would be better. And plus, you do have that gun on the front. Yeah.
How much you think it'll be?
I'm gonna say my hopes. I'm going to say 20 and 25.
20 and 25. Okay.
Yeah,
Similar to Fist.
Yeah, 20 and 25.
Jade, how about you?
Yeah, so everybody knows I have a sweet spot for Gravlev, even though the Gravlev flight model has been broken and we still die from hitting a rock that you shouldn't. I like this. I'm not a huge fan of the design. I don't like the whole thing of it looking like it has like a fake tire. Like I think that could have all just been a single piece in the front instead of, it having, because look, that gun doesn't articulate like vertically at all, right? So there's no reason that it should be like bolted on. It could just be molded in. And the intake on the other one, likewise, they made it look too obviously like a motorcycle for me. But I do like it because of its size, and I will probably get both, just because I want to support them working on more Gravlev stuff. I also think that the red should have been the racing default skin because everybody knows red goes faster, but that's about it. Overall, I like it. Yeah. And I think it'll be 20. I agree with Fist. I think it'll either be $25 or $30 for the base version of it or whatever. If people remember, the hover quad when it was Warbond was $25.
25.
So, yeah, but inflation, so I'll say 30.
And it's a Mirai, and it's not luxury, but it's a higher class brand, fancier class.
Then Consolidated Outland, it makes boutique ships. I mean, like the Nomad, it's a boutique ship if you think about it.
No, but this is Mirai. Like they have the Razor.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's a performance brand, so sure, but I don't necessarily think that should translate to real world money. I think that should be a difference in game because they're talking about the in-game lore, right?
Okay.
That's always been something I've always been a little, I don't know,
really?
iffy on. Yeah, like it. Keep that in game. Keep the price increase because of in lore things to the in-game price.
I mean, but luxury tax is a thing. Well, perceived luxury tax is a thing for
but
many
that's not
of us.
luxury. That's not a luxury bike. That's not luxury. That's
okay,
a performance.
Performance tax. Put it that way.
Uh-huh.
Because like I said, the Mirai Razor is one of the most expensive speeder racing vehicles in the game.
Yeah, and I mean the racing community loves it, so that's one of the reasons.
So, but you say 2025 or
yeah?
What you say?
I'll say I agree with Fist that 25 makes sense for what it is, but I'm going to say 30 just because of inflation and yeah. But I could see it being 25 or 30.
So my thoughts, I love this thing. It's like the grav-led version of the Ranger, the Tumble Ranger. We had a discussion in Discord, the sources in Discord, saying that people have forgotten about the Ranger. It no longer exists, but I'm hoping the Ranger is still coming. But in the meantime, this one looks like close to done. So, yeah, so probably expect it doing Invictus, hopefully, for 323. So, I probably pick the racing one, the LX up. It fits in a whole lot of ships, so I can see this being a popular vehicle just for that. 2.5 meters in length. It won't fit, and they said the only ship it won't fit into the MPUV, so that's a lot of ships that can accommodate it. They describe it as being less durable but more agile, and yeah, I can probably get used to that. The laser Gatling, I can see people trying to take advantage of that before they nerf it. Not necessarily nerf it, but restrict where it can be used or where it can go to. But in 323, have at it while you can, because I'm pretty sure they'll nerf it later on. I like the look, but it won't be a replacement for my Ranger. It'll probably be in addition to my Ranger, because I got the X1. I had the X1 before I melted it. When I melted all my vehicle. But I did get the Ranger back, but I didn't pick up the X1. But I might pick this one up because I like being it's small and you can get into places where other people can get other vehicles cannot get to.
You want to do that, don't you? To go down in the bunker
probably.
with it.
I don't know about that, but yeah, I mean, by the time I get around to it, they'll probably fix it, so I won't be able to. One thing that occurred to me, remind me of the light cycle from Tron. So yeah, that's another thing that had going for me, the nostalgia factor. I actually said, yep. So my guess for the price, I'm thinking it's going to be the performance tag. I'm guessing 40 to 45.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, but we'll see.
I have one question, if I can.
Yeah.
Anybody know if does it have shields? Do these have shields?
Other than the X1 none of the bikes have shields anymore.
Yeah, so maybe 35, 40. Yeah, but we'll see. 40, 45, 35, 40. All right, then. So that is it for the ISC. Past dispatch. Thank you for the discussion. Before we move on from the Mirai pulse, a couple of things came up. This was posted today from the RSI website. Breaking Hearts, Raising Hearts, Mirai Pulse, and Pulse Elect coming in out for 323. I like the picture that they posted there. Pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of the picture from the Ranger concept. The three racers, or not racers, but the three pilots standing by the Ranger. The contrast between those two is that the Ranger is pretty big and these are pretty small. So yeah.
I just like that it can fit in a Pisces.
Yeah, it can fit in another thing except for the MPV. This was posted last week from CIG. We covered this last week, but I want to bring it up again because it showed a handlebar and it was white. And then they showed the picture of the handlebar from today and it's black. But if you switch back and forth between them two, it's the same handlebar. So when I first saw this, I was like, wait, does this mean that they gave us both handlebars this time? But no, it turns out that one is upside down. So it's I think it's the same one. So we're still missing a handlebar. CIG. So yeah, I just thought that was a quick update. But yeah. So okay, yeah, I think that's it. And then we have oops, that's not what I'm going to click on. Oh yes, as per latest ISG, Invictus will introduce a new handful of new ship and vehicle folks have been waiting for. So they're trying to hype us up, not trying to hype us up, but let us know this stuff.
Get your wallet ready.
Yeah, right. I think I had a CIG post. Oh, here it is. Captain Dialo posted, sorry that the leaks got your hopes up. This isn't a ship we confirm, and it's not coming in Invictus. So let me see if I can find the thing. The fat food from the Starship, not the CitizenCon presentation. They had a Mariah ship in the in the silhouette, basically. So people were hoping that this would be that, but it's not that. It's a Graveler bike. So yeah. Sorry, they at least got your hopes up with the Raptor and stuff like that. So this isn't a ship that confirmed it's certainly not coming at Invictus. So the Fat Fury or the Fat Mariah coming after Invictus. So just letting y'all know.
You know, I think the Zeus is gonna come.
All right.
I'm guessing the Zeus is gonna come out in the week of Invictus. There will be an ISC with the title "The Zeus is Loose."
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, loose Zeus. 2 words.
Yeah.
Loose Zeus. Alright, so up next we have the Machinima, and this is from NotBlake, Star Citizen fan trailer, 3 minutes 24 seconds. So let's check this out.
The night beckons while you dream. A life never lives in peace. As you stand upon the edge, woven by a single thread, and fate may fall down upon you, while the devil is knocking right at your door. So all you restless, each night you hear the drums roar. Awaken, awaken, the voice begins to call you while you hunger. The keys to destiny you're searching for. Awaken, awaken, the fight is at your door to learn the cause. As you stand upon the edge, hanging in the balance, and flame may fall down upon you, while the devil is knocking. So are you restless? Each night you hear the drums roar. Awaken, awaken, the voice begins to call you while you hunger. Taste to destiny you're searching for. Awaken, awaken.
And we're back. Let me mute this real quick. So yes, that is the Machinima Star Citizen fan trailer from NotBlake. I posted a couple of days ago. I thank you Griffin for putting it into Discord for. So, Jiren, you watched it. What are your thoughts?
See, this is why I love our community so much. All this passion, all this, time. Time they take to put together such wonderful creations. That express our love for this game. The verse, everything. I love this that they took this much effort, to piece this together.
Mm-hmm.
I love this celebration of everything, the verse.
Oh, thank you for that. Face to face.
I have to agree with Zirin. Very good. Editing, shots, shot selections, music, and everything. Again, like Zirin said, I'm glad to see the enthusiasm from the community. To continue to keep coming up with these machinimas and fan made trailers, stuff like that. I'm excited.
Pops.
First of all, I love the music. Love it. One shot stood out to me, and I'm wondering if it was a CIG shot or did they shoot it when the person was walking up to the 400. I was just wondering if anybody knew if that was that there.
Is that near the end or toward the beginning?
No,
go ahead.
It's towards the beginning. He's walking towards the front of the 400. And it's kind of like a throwback to the origin when you see just the people walking and then walking towards the ship. I love that shot. I don't know if you can find it real.
Yeah, it'll come up eventually.
Yeah, it'll come up. But yeah, I don't know if it was me or was the music was really got to a point where it was really, really loud. But
I that's what I was gonna say, Pops.
That's the shot. That's the shot.
My bad.
That's from CIG. All of this is from CIG.
Okay. So, CIG. Well, their shots, great cinematics. So on and so forth. Like I said, I love the music, love the editing that they used, and yeah, the community. Ah, man, best community I've ever been in. So.
I agree, Pops. Jade.
Yeah, this was really well done editing. I love this song. The song is "Awaken," League of Legends featuring Valerie Broussard. So yeah, it's a great song. I mean, as far as it being loud, I mean, it's supposed to build as a crescendo, so I have no problem with that. I love the shots that they've used. Everything you see here, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure everything you see here was either from an ISC or a commercial for one of the ships or vehicles or other CIG content. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a great compilation and it's well paced. They edit it to the music and it's a great showcase for the game. I mean, if you think about it, that Imagine trailer way back when, that's exactly what it was too. It was, there was no game. So it was just stuff that CIG put out, but shown in a different way. And that does have a value as much as Machinima does. So it's great. It's cinematic.
Yeah, I watched this earlier and I watched it today, or watched it just now, and my thought was, because I had my headphones on, so I thought the sound was not overwhelming, but it didn't give you a chance to rest. It was always on and always at full tilt, so I think they're kind of overpowered for me, but that's my opinion. So it's like I was looking at my meter for an XSplit, and it stayed constant. It never went down. It never fluctuated. It was just all mostly one level. So I think they were just kind of exhausted for my ears. So
That's called good production.
Okay.
No,
So
for real, it is.
It was clipping. It was clipping on your end. That's probably what I'm. It's not necessarily the machinima itself. It could have been because you were clipping.
It should not have been flipping because I have it at 80%.
Was it in the red?
No, it was not in red. It was all in yellow.
Oh, okay.
It was all in yellow, but
Okay,
it
it was all in
stayed
yellow,
consistent
then.
at one level.
Yeah.
And one other thing I wanted to point out at 1:30, I'm going to put the sound back on real quick. But hold on, let's listen to this real quick.
So are you restless? Each night you hear the drums roar. Awaken, awaken. A voice begins to call you while you hunger. Taste of destiny,
That part right there, I thought that was cool. I think that's the arrow or the hawk, one of them.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah.
flyby, I love that. And that sound effect that came with it was cool. So that was excellent right there. That's my favorite part of this video.
Yeah, they added this in post. That was the
Okay,
other thing I was
because I was gonna say
mention. Yeah.
I don't recall that from the original shot. So
No,
thank you for
they
verifying
don't.
that.
And with the arrow, I mean, that's clearly a jet in atmosphere making that sound, and they're showing it in space. So
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay, thank you. I was like, wait, that's in game. so no, I'm not gonna go there. I was gonna say maybe this is false advertising, but that's not the conversation. That's another conversation.
Hey, don't go down that road.
All right then, but this is from NotBlake Star Citizen fan trailer. Check out the link if you want to watch it again. So yeah, good job. Hopefully they'll be posted on the community hub and become MVP next week.
Yeah.
So yeah, good job. And with that, I think we're done. So yeah, we reached the end of the show. So thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, Face to Face. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Pop Face. Thank you, Zern. What we got going on next coming up? I want to give a quick PSA. On Saturday, we're moving to a different time. So Voices, that's where you talk about what's going on in Star Citizen this week, but that's coming from a one-on-one perspective, or you cover something from Spectrum, Reddit, and something from the community in general, or Griffin may just go off on his own, as you sometimes do. But yes, it's moving time from 3 p.m. Eastern till 2 p.m. Eastern, not at 3 p.m. I forgot to update the promo, but yeah, it's 2 p.m. Eastern now. And that's part of Podcast Saturday. So Voices at 2 p.m. Eastern. Afterpub is now 4 p.m. Eastern instead of 6 p.m. So that's another update. And Relay is still at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then on Sunday, they're having a show called... I forgot to update that. It should be Trade Secret. My bad. So I can just throw that in real quick. But yes, Trade Secret. That's where you talk about a dedicated trading, cargo, hauling career path in Star Citizen, and profitability. Let me bring that in real quick. I'm sorry about that, Griffin. I forgot to put the promo in. But yeah, that's it. 5/5/24. May the 5th. 7 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. Eastern time. And also, if you want to come and chat with us like half hour before the show, we probably become available. So come check us out and talk with us before the show and afterwards for Soul Citizen After Dark. And I think that's it. So, when we become a Soul Sister, Soulmate, Soul Citizen membership has its privileges. Click the join button below on YouTube. Social media, you can follow us everywhere at Soul Citizen with an S on the end. You want to support us, you can buy a merchandise or support us on Patreon. And you also want to support us, hit like, subscribe, and follow depending on what platform you're on, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. And with that, we're going to raid Saber Fox RP. So make sure you send them our love. And with that, peace, love, and soul.